this is Schneider Classics. I'm the Schneider wife. This is my new car, and these are the kilometers. This happens to be a 2002 Cavalier, and it is in mint condition.
On there. Well, as you guys can see, that car's white. It's not red like the beginning of the video. Reason for that is that car is no longer with us. But with that tells a story. The story of many Cavaliers I've owned. As you can see by the photo, damages in the front, we had somebody cut us off and take out the front of the car. But like many people who've owned these Cavaliers and Sunfires and these J-body cars, I had to buy another one. The sad thing about that one is, yeah, we bought that one with only 30-something thousand kilometers on it. It was really good. By the time it got wrecked, it had 80,000 kilometers on it. We put a lot of kilometers on them. That's why I keep buying these cars, because they're cheap. They're cheap per kilometers. On average, I burn anywhere between 6 and 8 liters per 100 kilometers in those cars. Depends on how heavy I want to put my foot that day. And just like the original one that was on this channel, or even my other channels, that's where this thing's from. I just can't leave things alone. I want to test fit this thing and see what I need for it to make it work on this thing. And I got to get these tires, or these rims, those tires, out to the shop to get those mounted for next winter. Some leftovers from the red car, luckily. But I've owned many of these cars. Sadly, I've been in a couple accidents with them. I've rolled a couple. One 5 years ago today, I think I had a white one when we hit 50 subs. I think I did a subscriber special with it. I had a convertible Z24. Now this one has the Z24 bumper, badges, and rear bumper. It's a rebadge car. It's just a plain Jane normal Cavalier that somebody's up-badged, but that's okay. Like I said, if I can recall, that sensor and that grommet I can move over. That tubing moves over as well, and that I think I have to get a longer hose for. Probably need to get a new clamp for the back. It's crazy, the brand's still on there. Weapon R USA. And it looks like I'm probably just going to JB weld that. At some point something's nicked the aluminum there, but that goes right there. And then this, funny enough, this filter was on the original car. This filter's been on a couple cars that I've owned over the years. It's still good. I traded, you can see the boot there. I traded, funny enough, with this intake, and there's a story there. I traded something. No, I think I paid $20 for this aluminum intake off of a guy local in town here, actually, because he had a show Cavalier back in the day, and I had Lambo. If you guys look back in the videos, my original Sunfire had Lambo doors on it. And I traded the guy a bucket of Hot Wheels and $100 for. I had it on the car for a long time. Then this air filter, I traded a hood that said Scholar Hauler that was off of a 67 to 72 school bus front clip. So one of the big grain truck hoods that are shorter. I traded this intake, I think, for part of a snowmobile deal. That it went actually, the guy used this on a Honda Civic. Then I traded back for it, or I bought it back for it. And maybe that was the thing. Maybe it would be some bucks, and I just said, yeah, just give me back that intake. Which is sad, because it's missing the bracket here that's supposed to hold it up, so I'm probably gonna have to fab something. When I have some time at work, this, I just wanted to see it. I'm gonna stick this in the trunk so I can get it ready to go back on. Because I like cold air intakes. They're fun. As you can tell, I think I still have the one from the Camaro, and I think the one from my truck's long gone, but there's the air filter, the air box, and the air tube for the one that was on the Camaro. And we've had many cars in this channel. We've had many experiences, and I want to apologize that the videos as of late have been a little wonky. One, we had a car accident, and it took 6 months to settle with our insurance company on the value of that car. Because what do you value a car that only has 80,000 kilometers and no rust? Well, and just surface rust. Because we did put some work on that. I put a new muffler on it. We put brakes on it. I think that's it. That's all we did. That car was a unicorn. Local car that was barely driven for 20 years. Same story with this one, but this one has a different story, which falls in the same category of it's had a couple accidents in its life. When this car was brand new, they hit a deer in the front and everything was changed in the front. That may be when they changed it to Z27, because they could. Then you can see there's weld marks there, and that this panel is a little bit different. Well, first they had a hail claim in 2005, which insurance fixed. And then in 2006, it was something happened in the rear. And you can see, because anybody who knows these cars, it doesn't cut a corner like that. And you can see by the cut there of metal, and there's a weld there that's starting to rust. These quarters were put on. Insurance actually wrote this car off, and somebody fixed it. Which is crazy to think to me that somebody fixed this car. And then it sat for so many years, and I bought it at 82,000 kilometers as a rebuild title, because again, insurance wrote it off and somebody rebuilt it. But that's just kind of the story of this stuff. That truck's made out of so many trucks. We're not worried about that yet. You can see I have a bed there for the truck. There's another cab, there's a bed for another truck, and accidents happen, so you rebuild things. Accidents happen. I'm still recovering from my surgery on my foot, and right now I'm recovering from a pretty nasty ear infection that right now for the next 6 weeks, it's already been a month and a half, and for the next 6 weeks continuing, because now I have a blood blister behind my eardrum. I'm deaf on the left side. I can't hear anything. So they're saying in 6 weeks, I can hear very little bit now, but they're saying in 6 weeks it should clear up and I can hear again, hopefully. But that's life. The story of all of this is that life happens, and you just have to pick up and keep moving on. I've been kind of stuff with videos and stuff like that haven't been coming out. Why? Because I'm dealing with when my daughter was born, to I've had massive surgery that took me off of work for 8 months. I'm getting over an earache here that's pretty nasty. I haven't been able to make a lot of money because with my trucks and trailers, this thing's got a blown motor. So even though we keep having a little bit of fun with it, just puttering around the yard, there's a bearing that's gone in the bottom end of this. And so when you start it up and it's cold, it has oil pressure. As soon as it warms up, oil pressure drops to nothing. So it's worn. Motor, it needs a new motor. But I want to take the bed off of this, and I want to do some stuff to it. because I would like to get this truck running again for my wedding that's coming up. And I gotta pay for that too. And it made me sit down and realize I have so many projects. We've had so many projects on the YouTube channel here, and so many projects just doing like a 67 Silverliner camper. Here's some parts for a buddy's truck that I may help rebuild. Well, we've had so many stuff going on over the years that I want to work on my stuff finally. And I keep doing all these flipper stuff and I don't make a lot of money off of them, and we keep trying to push this cool stuff on this YouTube channel and be like, yeah, we'll just get another vehicle for something cool for the YouTube. And I'm like, you know what, maybe it's time to start working on stuff I care about. And also the fact of life keeps happening. My health over this last year has been coming and going. Hopefully now we stay good. And I keep falling in love with cars. But also it's a thing, we're getting to a time here where I want to share some stories and stuff like that. I'm 25. I'm young. But the average mortality of my family is in their 60s. I want to say it's 60s, I hope. My one grandparents died in their 40s, and my other grandparents, well, my grandfather died in his 60s. A lot of family friends in their 60s. A lot of the men in the family die in 60s. So I want to live a little longer. I want to figure out what I'm doing with life. And maybe that means I should stop doing stupid stuff. That helps. Most popular short on this damn channel is having a hijack stuck high. And I go, well, you know what? It's already stuck high. I'm just going to push it over. And yes, I pushed it over on purpose, but people get a kick out of it thinking, oh no, what are you doing? But I just wanted to say stuff, but the moral of the story is stuff happens. You got to figure out what you're doing afterward. You can't dwell over the past. You can't dwell over what happened. You can't dwell over of how this is going to impact me and how this is going to do this and oh, I wish I never did this and oh, this and that or anything like that. Because this is the, and actually, funny enough, talking about accidents. The other day on the highway, insurance is not they dig me for anything because they saw see there's some feathers there. A goose flew into the damn headlight, killed part of the bumper, killed the headlight, pushed this thing, pushed it into the fender. Stuff happens. And when stuff happens, you just got to figure it out. Hit a goose, and that's actually about $4,000 in damage to that car because the headlight assembly is $800 to $1,600. $800 for aftermarket, $1,600 for OEM, because there's a module in that headlight that controls the daytime running lights and everything else. So we're going to figure it out. Let me know if you guys want me to record installing this thing back on to one of these, because I love my J bodies. I got to stick a hitch on this thing too, just so I can pull my camper this summer, because I don't think the truck's going to get ready for camping season. And also that big blue project in the background, which I may make a video on it finally here. I don't have enough money to make that thing done and ready to roll for this summer. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. And if something happens in life, you just gotta roll with the punches and keep on going.